The famous photo doesn't show the jeering crowd of adults, nor does it show the child sitting alone in her classroom, since the other parents removed their children in protest. Norman Rockwell recreated the moment in his painting, The Problem We All Live With, but portrayed the girl against a backdrop of thrown garbage and painted slurs. In her best-known story, Oliver takes us where the news cameras will never go. This is the story of a family the night before their first grader is sent to integrate his new school, alone. When we are able to see the dynamics inside the family's home, the correct path is not obvious. Despite the triumph of Brown v. Board of Education, is it morally right to send a child where, at best, he is not wanted? A neighbor muses, "Hope he don't mind being spit on, though." After a sleepless night, the mother says to the father, "He's our child. Whatever we do, we're going to be the cause." And in that moment, the issue at hand is more personal than political. Is there a true distinction between what is best for the race and what is best for their little boy? Whatever decision they make, there is no way that the reader can judge them because Oliver has taken us for an uphill walk in their shoes. She revisits the subject in the closet on the top floor. Winifred, a college freshman, is tired of being the experiment. Her first day of college marks the 13th year of integrating educational institutions. Her father had worked hard, petitioning the trustees and threatening a court suit to get her into this college, and she had felt ashamed for not wanting to go. Although her parents have the means to keep her in the latest fashions, she never fits in on the campus of the Southern Women's College. Isolated, homesick, and racially marginalized, Winifred's mental health begins to deteriorate. As she leaves college, shattered, it is tempting to read this story as a coda to the one begun in Neighbors, affirming the family's decision not to send little Henry to the white school. Yet an honest reading causes one to wonder if Winifred is driven mad by the racism of the school or her parents who think civil rights is just a game. Although Brown v. Board was a seismic decision, hobbling separate but equal, there were many Black folks to whom Winifred's college experience would seem like a high-class problem. These are the women who clean houses, the children who sleep on pallets on the floor, and babies born afraid to breathe. Oliver's storytelling would be incomplete without their rich emotional landscapes. Traffic Jam centers on Libby, a young mother who works for Mrs. Nelson. Her husband, Hal, is who knows where. In many ways, this story is a retelling, or perhaps an untelling, of the Black maid who loves her employer's family as her own. Although the bulk of the story takes place in Mrs. Nelson's kitchen, it is clear that domestic work is a job for Libby, not a calling. As she prepares breakfast for the Nelsons, she worries about her own baby left in a laundry basket on a babysitter's porch at 6:30 a.m. When she heats soup for their lunch, she thinks of her daughter scavenging for fallen fruits, and overlaying all thoughts is her longing, anger, and concern for her husband, Hal. She yearns for him as a lover and partner, but she also desires the security and respectability of having a husband at home. When she is reunited with him, the Nelsons cannot be further from her mind. She was almost upon him now. She wondered for a minute what she would say. She had imagined him coming home, but not at a crazy time like this. Yet, she felt strangely sure of herself. She kept walking toward him, and even this far away she could see the high cheekbones that marked all of their children as belonging to him. When they finally touch, the meeting is sensual, but with Libby's anger streaking through at his long absence. She is exhausted and embarrassed at having been driven to steal slices of ham from a white woman's kitchen to feed her children. Her husband announces that he bought a car, blue with new seat covers. Frustrated that he would squander his savings, she understands that if she wanted him, she had to want the car. They go home to resume their marriage. Except for the paper bag of stolen food, the Nelsons are all but forgotten. Oliver demonstrates a gorgeously layered understanding of the range of Black life.